Hello everyone. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Dale. And welcome to It's So Universal. Everything. Love over everything.
And you keep hurting me. And you just keep doing it. And then you turn around and say you're sorry. And then you do it again.
People use sex to make you like that. You know, you're lame. So you shouldn't do that.
Oh, stroke.
It's so right.
When it's my person.
Before we give it up secrets about ourselves, don't do that. Today's topic is about sisterhood.
Sisterhood.
Friendship.
Hey, sister.
Hey, sister. Yeah, friendships, making really good friends.
And keeping good friends.
Right. Quality friends.
A friendship that is a sisterhood.
Yes.
Like Nicole and I.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll just say from my experience as far as, over my lifetime of having friends, I usually try to keep my circle pretty small. Even from school, high school or whatever. A few people I hung out with, if they got me, they got me. And those are the people I was kind of with all throughout high school. Well, most of my high school experiences.
Girl, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, but I find that it's hard to find someone who is genuine, to really, sometimes it can be hard to find a genuine person that you can trust to be your friend, to be your friend that has your back, because you want your sister, to have your back, of course.
Right.
So, sometimes it can be difficult. Women can be, unfortunately, sometimes a little catty, jealous.
Envy. They let a lot of stuff from the outside. That's when they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
They let things interfere in the relationship and the friendship. When you know who you are, I my life path number is 11, and I've always kind of been a person that my friendships, people don't always get me, or they get me, but then it becomes more of a competition with me, and so I don't have that kind of energy. And so when you want to keep people around you that's going to create that's on the same energy vibration as you are.
Yeah.
Because anything else, they won't get it.
Right.
They just won't get it. And I've been in groups, several different friends circles, but eventually it always leads out to me and Nicole.
Right.
Me and Nicole.
Right, exactly.
And some friendships you have to protect. Some relationships you have to protect. And this is one I've always protected with Nicole. Some relationships I didn't even involve Nicole with because it's like,
Yeah.
But then some I was like, okay, let's see. She
might get along. We'll see.
But then eventually it's just me and Nicole, because everybody is not on that high frequency vibration, and
everybody doesn't get you. Like, it's hard to, like we said, to find someone genuine who understands you as a person, and one that doesn't judge you. That's the most important.
Doesn't judge you.
To me, it's most important to find someone that does not judge you and accepts you for who you are as a friend.
That's exactly right, and that's even in any kind of relationship.
Yeah.
You need someone that's going to accept you for who you are, and that what that means they will allow you to be who you are in that relationship.
Exactly.
There's no judgment. They're not picking at you, and it's like everything that you do doesn't get on their nerves. And matter of fact, they like those little things about you.
Exactly.
Those little things make you unique.
Right. Exactly.
And those things, they just bring quality and just uniqueness to you. And,
And
so
it's good when you can accept when you find someone that can accept you, flaws and all.
Flaws and all.
We're not nobody's perfect, and it's good to find someone that's just like, that's just them. Or that's just the code. Whatever. And it's cool.
And it's not excusing, because sometimes people can say, oh, that's just her, and that's just excusing a bad behavior.
No.
It's not excusing a bad behavior. It's just, who that person is, and, you're not, it's like, you're not really, you're not
put off by it.
You're not put off by it. It's just that's who they are. You accept them as they are.
Yeah, exactly.
When a person show you who they are, believe them.
Exactly.
And that you're dealing with that real person.
Exactly. Like, I'm just gonna give an example.
Give an example.
Okay, I love you, but you be late all the time.
Yeah.
Late all the time. Everything. Always late.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll be there because such time. I might as well just add an hour or 30 minutes on to that time frame, because I already know she's gonna be late. So I don't even bother with
That's
it.
my bad.
Like, that's them. She's gonna be late. So I don't expect to be. I'm not gonna frustrate myself because I know her. So it's cool. I'm like, okay, you said 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's it.
That's love. That's she know me.
Exactly.
That's it. Good example, Nicole.
Exactly.
Good example.
That's how you do when you accept somebody as who they are. They just who they are.
That's just who they are.
That's real friendship.
Yeah. And there's no judgment behind it.
No.
There's no ill feelings behind it. It's shit, we can laugh about it. We know what to expect when it comes to dealing with each other.
That's right. That's right.
So it is what it is.
Definitely.
And that's why we're sisters.
Exactly, definitely. That's how you build that sisterhood with each other, and supporting each other is important.
Yes.
I feel like as women we don't do that enough, really, to be honest, which is sad. That in today's society that we live in, women really have to learn how to band together. Of all walks of life, black, white, whatever.
Yes.
We have to learn how to band together, because I feel, this is just my feeling of how the world is moving now, that I feel the feminine energy standing up and coming forward. And I think if we're fighting each other, then that's not going to accomplish what we need to do to change our world that we're living in. Because I'll just be honest.
I totally agree with what you're saying, but whether it will be more pleasurable and more, everybody will be able to reach their goal if we band together and start supporting, because the world is going to move whether we do or not.
Exactly.
So it's best if we start supporting one another, and building one another. Not just that's another conversation, but go ahead, continue, Nicole.
No, I was just going to say, I just believe that if you look at society, look at the world at large, I mean, men have been in control forever. So, I mean, we've had so much wars and this, that, and the third. All of that stuff happening because of the patriarchy that we live in. I feel that now we're moving into a time where it's going to be more feminine energy pushing itself out there. So if we support one another, we can maybe, I believe that women are maternal. Most of us are maternal. And that means that we are nurturers. So we want to nurture the world, not fight against it, not have so much, animosity. So we want to bring unity to the world. So supporting each other is important to do. It is, in my opinion.
Very important. And we are entering in the age. We have entered into the age of the Aquarius, and so also, with that being said, we're being ruled by is the war age, and so right now there's a lot of bickering among everybody, and when you're walking in that feminine energy. As a woman, we're the ones who tend to calm. Bring the calmness to that situation. You don't want to always walk in. You have to have a balance. We all have to have a balance in your energies. So we do walk in masculine energy, and you have masculine energy and feminine energy, but you want to balance it out so where it's an even kill.
Right.
You know, you're not. You want to be even when it comes to that, you know. But then when it's necessary for your feminine energy to stand up and walk in that, you're able to just easily flow into that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just think it's important to, you know, support one another, and I think that, you know,
we don't do that enough.
No, we don't.
As a community, as a black community, as I'm gonna say family, because
it's a family.
We are. And we don't do that enough. We don't support one another enough because we're so busy trying to pick one another apart.
Yeah.
And we can put the ego down, you know, and make it not about you.
Yes.
You'll be able to see the bigger picture and see that you know, anything that you're picking at about someone else is really what you don't like about yourself.
Yeah.
So, you know, find those things within yourself and become one with them, become at peace with them, so then that way you'll be able to lift someone else up.
Right.
And when you're able to lift someone up, you're really lifting yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, and hold someone else up, because at the end of the day, someone is holding you up.
Exactly.
So
definitely.
when you have to look at it like that, so where you're we don't get so complacent and thinking that it's just about us.
Us, right.
It's not about just us as the individual. It's about the collective and being able to
lift each other
up, hold one another up.
Yeah.
Because it is. And my brother's keeper,
yes. Yes, we are.
We are,
definitely. And that's the thing. It's like, to me, supporting one another and being a lifter of each other is where we should be. Like, if you know that there's someone, you hear about a woman-owned business, you know, do your best to support that business.
Support that business.
Because, for one, it's difficult anyway.
As it is being a woman.
Exactly.
There's a lot of challenges.
Yes.
Just because you're
a woman. Yes. And so do your best to support that person. You know, if there's a product that you like, you see some good results out of that product, support that. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. And I think that going back to the friendship side of the sisterhood, it's like you have to be able to know when, you know, if you've had a friend and you can feel that, you know, you've been giving more in that friendship than that person has, then you have to decipher whether or not you want that person in your life, or you want to waste any more energy on that kind of friendship, and then you want to find somebody that, you know, you have more in common with, you know, that you, like you said, we're vibrating on the same level together. And it's hard to do I don't know if I've ever had to necessarily cut people off as far as friends are concerned.
I have.
Yeah. But I think I have in my own way. You know, I'm the kind of person, I just kind of back up. You know, I just kind of back
gradually.
away. Yeah.
Sometimes you just do it gradually.
Yeah.
But because it can be, you know, it can be cold. But you know, you have some situations and some friendships that you have to chop immediately because they're toxic and they don't mean you no good. If it's not serving you, there's no point in holding on to that friendship. And I just, you know, you've been with me for some years, and we've talked and I've shared so much with you, so you know
I understand. Yeah,
so
for sure.
friends come and go, and I used to tell my kids that the friends you keep after college, in college and after college is those are the friends you keep forever. Because as when you're growing up, you change,
right?
You change. You outgrow people.
Yes.
People go separate ways. But so when those relationships that you develop after college, you try to nurture those relationships and keep those relationships.
Yeah.
And not just after college, because some relationships some friendships I've had since grade school.
Right. Yeah.
But the true friends, the true sisterhood, the ones that and you can still have those true friendships and true sisterhoods from grade school. You can value that,
for sure.
value that. Yeah. But not everybody have those. Not everybody is fortunate because some people are snakes, you just have to call a spade a spade. But just in everything, you just be careful about the people that you allow in your life. Because some people are there for a lifetime, and some people are just for a season. And some people are for the fish and the loaves, and some people are, there for the long haul.
Yeah. And I've had situations where it's like I felt, I have had a few situations that I felt like, really hurt me, because I'm the kind of person, I'm a genuine person, and if I make friends with you, if I'm gonna make a friend, if I'm gonna be your friend, befriend you, and I get along with you, I'm loyal, really, to be honest. And so if I start to see that you are acting funny towards me in some type of way, and I've had that experience before where I thought this is my girl, we was hanging tough. And then things happen, and that person thought that maybe they need to put their energy, so I'm just gonna say they need to put their energy somewhere else that they thought was more important than me. Hurt my feelings, because I was like, oh, really? Okay.
No, see, that's cold. It
is cold. And so it really hurt my feelings. I backed away, left it alone. For a long time, I didn't bother any of that. I'm not the kind of person to go back and be like, well, you da-da-da-da-da. I just leave it. And most of the time, if I do that, they always come back to me, even if it's years later, and apologize, because they know their behavior was wrong.
It's wrong. And I've had some experience where Facebook, social media, that was another one of my topics too. Social media needs to, people stop believing in social media. It's just that. Social media is not.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's not the gospel. It's not. Television itself is to tell lies to your vision.
Right.
So if that is true, and that is true, but so what do you think that social media is
about? Yeah.
So it's just people pretending
absolutely
on a camera in front of whatever to capture your attention for that moment. Because after that, once the camera is gone, they're on to their real life.
Right.
And whatever that is, what they may want to portray something one way, and it's actually another way. However, people get caught up in what's going on. Social media have really came between some of my friendships, because of people liking videos or liking pictures. Why would you allow that to, if it was a real friendship, it wouldn't allow that, someone liking your picture, you wouldn't be upset about that.
And I don't get that. I don't understand the whole social media thing. It's like, I've heard women say that so-and-so got upset with them because they didn't like their picture. And I'm like, what?
Who cares? That right there is a message that you're doing this for likes.
Right.
I don't even. Who cares?
I mean, like, are we? This.
Yes.
This is like,
you said, are we children? Just to complete that, yes, they are children.
Are we
yes.
kids? Like, this is not. I mean, I know I've never. Social media is just that, social media, and it is to me, for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. That should be your disclosure.
Exactly.
Entertainment purposes only.
Only.
And for people to be so consumed by it, they feel like they can control people by up and tell people that who can be their friends.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
know,
goodness.
I'm not going to be your friend because you're friends with this person, or you know,
Right.
that's so childish. Or do you need to delete this person because we're friends? My friends don't try to control me, so are we really friends?
Right, exactly.
You know,
How does any grown person tell another grown person, to delete somebody as a friend on Facebook? I don't understand. What?
who does that? Who gets mad at, you know, I've had someone get mad at me and still underline mad at me over a prayer I put on Facebook.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Only the devil get mad at prayers. If you read you read it and you weren't bothered by it, that must have been a powerful prayer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you, it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Definitely.
You know, keep all that energy away from me.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, when social media can break up friendships and relationships, those were not genuine relationships and friendships, because if something like that can break up it wasn't a real relationship to begin with. And relationships, like I said, some people are in your life for a season, a reason, a season, and a lifetime.
Yeah.
So, you know, the ones who are here for a lifetime,
Yeah.
those are the ones you keep.
Those are the ones you keep. Definitely.
Those are the ones you keep.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the truth, you know.
Those are the ones you nourish. You nourish those relationships. You know, because anything else is not, you know, it's not worth having. I mean, seriously, it's not worth having. It's really not, you know.
Exactly.
I tell Nicole everything.
Yeah, we do. We tell each other everything.
I mean, seriously, everything. And I've cried with Nicole. You know, it's just a lot.
It's a lot.
When it's a real relationship.
Exactly. And I think that when you have, when there's an energy of competitiveness with females for whatever reason, that's when you know that, like for me, I'm not a competitive person. I don't compare myself to other people, and I'm not competing. But I've been in situations where I've been introduced into a group of women, and it's like I feel the energy of like, oh, like, you know, looking me up and down, like
another
are
one I
you?
gotta
Like,
compete with.
yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, hey, how you doing? I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you. You know, but they have their own insecurities, and I can't do anything about that. But I'm not gonna waste my time or my energy investing in that kind of thing. And you have to know that you have to have that kind of discernment for yourself as a woman to know when someone is not for you. Because just because you make friends with somebody doesn't mean that they're always for you.
Exactly.
So.
It doesn't mean that you have to continue with that or focus and try to build that relationship that relationship either, because sometimes it's just for that moment.
For that moment, exactly.
And sometimes what we do, we try to hold on to those things that really was just to be for a moment.
Yes,
And,
exactly.
and that's why sometimes it hurts. And this is true also for family members. You know, I do know that the people who are supposed to be with you will be with you.
Right.
You know, and you don't have to work hard for those relationships.
Yeah.
Because what's for you is for you.
Exactly.
And forsaking all others, what you need, He will supply your needs. The God will supply your needs. The universe will send people that your way. When you need a sister, the universe will send a sister to you.
Definitely.
That's a real sister to you.
Exactly.
Or a real brother to you. Whatever you're needing,
Right.
the universe will supply. God will supply your needs. And He's not going to leave you without.
Yeah.
the things that you need to survive, a source of, if it is just a source of some information, someone to give you that information, he's going to supply someone to come to you in whatever kind of figure you will receive that information from, whether it be a mother figure, sister figure, father figure, he's going to supply that to you for you to receive it. You just got to be in tune with your higher self to receive it.
Right.
In
exactly.
that, from that person.
Yes, exactly.
Because it's going to come.
Yeah.
But
and sometimes it's just for that.
It's just for that. And that purpose only.
And then you just move on.
And you just move on.
And that's okay too. You know, that's you don't have to see, you don't have to try to cultivate something that's closer than it's just for what you need at that time, at that season. And you have to know, you have to have that discernment to figure that out. Because I mean, I think I've had to do that over the years. It's like, okay, that was just for that time frame, you know, and I'm okay with that, you know, because like I said, I'm a person, if I make friends with you, I'm loyal to you. And if I really feel like you know, we get along, we're rocking good together, then if you do something to me, then I have to figure out how to deal with that without having animosity or anger or whatever towards you. And I have to say that to myself. That was just for that purpose or that time.
You have to figure out how not to take it internal.
Yes.
And start doing that. So where you won't have to do that first work over again.
Yes, exactly. You know? Definitely. Yeah.
I remember, it was the first time Nicole and I went out of town
together.
And I woke up and I saw Nicole meditating. And normally I'm the friend who wakes up early to meditate. I said, okay, we can give that to her. I'm gonna let her have it. But from this point on, I know who my rider. I know who it is.
That's right.
So, and it's been like that ever since.
Yeah, definitely.
Ever since.
Yeah.
So, it's when you have connections, pure, genuine connection. Yeah. And you reveal yourself to them. I've revealed myself to Nicole. Nicole and I have a kindred spirit.
Yeah.
So we can sit in here and talk for hours. And it feels like we just started talking.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, you know, it's our relationship is deeper than
the surface.
The surface, you know.
For sure.
So, our relationship is beyond. This is my sister.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
This is my sister.
Exactly, definitely, you know? Yes.
And
that's what you want. You want to have that. You want to have that connection with someone. You do.
You do.
And if people say best friends, but it's more of a
It's more than that.
Yeah.
It's more than that. So, it's deeper than that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sisterhood.
You want to have those friends because best friends come and go.
Yeah.
You can say best friends. That come and go because people change. People are fickle.
People change. Yes.
They change. You know.
Yes.
So they might meet somebody else that don't like me, and then all of a sudden they don't like me anymore.
Right.
So they don't feel me no more.
Right.
So they're fickle. But it's sisterhood. That's the relationship.
That's the relationship you
want. You nurture that. You nurture that.
Definitely. Yeah. And then Go ahead. I was gonna say then you have to know too when the person is I feel like to me when you make friends with someone and they don't necessarily lift you up, they don't make they make you feel bad about yourself or whatever your situations are, your things that may be going on around you, your circumstances, then you can really probably say within yourself that's not really a friend. Because your friends, your true friends, try to help support you through anything you may be going through. They don't want to make you feel worse about your situation or about yourself or second guess yourself or any of that or make you feel insecure about yourself. That's not really a friend. And I feel like it's okay to cut those people out your life. It really is. I mean,
It's okay. Who's going to be hurt by it?
Right.
A friend is supposed to lift you up, edify you. A real friend will edify you. You pour into each other, and you build one another up.
Exactly.
You know, if you're not doing that, what kind of relationship is it? What kind of friendship is it? When a relationship is one-sided and you're always pointing to that and it's not coming back, it's just like a relationship in a marriage.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel empty in that relationship. What is it if you're not being edified? What are you getting out of it?
Out of it, right.
You know, both parties want to be able to feel good after a conversation or after a meeting.
Right.
You want to walk away feeling lifted up.
Right.
You know, uplifted.
Uplifted. You do.
And if you're not, you know, just it's not hard to walk away from a friendship. What would make me want to come back to a friendship that you know you're belittling me?
Yeah, absolutely not.
I mean, if I'm belittled in this relationship, what would make me want to come back to that friendship?
No.
You know, what would make me want to call you again? You have to be the same kind of person that you would want to be as a friend. Be that to that person.
To that person, yeah.
So you can't be looking for a quality friendship and when you're not a quality friend.
Right.
So.
Exactly. And I feel like this. Anytime you have a friend or a friend group, a group of friends or whatever the case, and then you got one that wants to be the queen bee, then over everything, and it's like they are putting others down to lift themselves up. Then you have to start asking yourself as a woman, first of all, why you allow another woman to have some sort of control over your life, let alone what are you getting out of that? There's nothing to get out of, you know, someone belittling
someone
people,
else,
you know, and watch those people who's talking behind your back, if they're talking to you about somebody else in the group, best believe they talking about you
to somebody else too.
Believe that,
because that's just how it goes.
Exactly.
And it won't be long before you're the one that's on the chopping block. You know, so just be careful in your friends' circles. My circle have gotten so small, it's a dot.
Exactly.
And that's cool. You know, that's cool because then, you know, I'm okay with who I allow into my space and who I let absorb my energy and who I share my energy with. I want to surround my people the people I want to surround myself with is when I walk in the room, they make me feel like sunshine and I feel like sunshine to them. You know, and that's what I bring to their life and they bring that to my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So that's what kind of people I want to surround myself with. Yeah. They light up when I walk in the room and I light up when they walk in the room.
Exactly.
That's the kind of people I want to surround myself with, because anything else would be pointless. I mean, like, not to say, you know, that they're just but would it be exciting to walk into somewhere where
nobody wants to see you coming? It's like, no. or they feel away when you come in the room, like, you know,
they're energy vampires and they just want to
suck the energy out of you.
That doesn't feel good. Who wants that? Not me. Nobody wants that. So
no. And I've learned over the years how to just, you know, I don't put myself out there for a lot of people, period. You know, it's just like, you know, first of all, I'm a quiet person, you know, really shy when I meet new people. So I'm always going to just be who I am. I'm just, hello, how you doing? And that kind of thing. And so I'm very reserved, especially if I'm meeting someone
She's
new.
very quiet. She's what she she does is she's watched. She's very observant.
I'm observant.
So she watches and she gauges everybody's behavior.
Right.
Then if she wants to engage with you, she'll pick and choose who,
exactly
according to energy.
Thank you for describing it like that.
According to energy, who she will engage with.
Exactly. Absolutely. That's exactly true.
That's it.
That's it. I don't give my energy to everybody, and
she shouldn't. Everybody's not deserving of it.
They don't deserve it, so I don't. So I just have to be. I'm very cautious of who I allow in my space, and that's how I look at it. I'm cautious of who I allow in my space,
And that's a good way to be. Everybody should be. Your space should be that precious that you should be that protected that you protect who you allow your energy to. You allow to absorb your energy,
right?
Because some people are energy vampires and will
suck the energy,
suck the life out of you.
Yes.
And before you know it, you're depleted and you're drained.
Right.
You have nothing else to give because those type of people don't know how to give back and pour back into you.
Right.
And they leave you empty.
Right. Exactly.
So everybody just is not deserving of your energy. So yes.
Yeah, you got to be mindful.
Be mindful
of who you give your energy to, for sure. And I was gonna say, just some experiences I've had as far as this is what I was gonna say. I'm the kind of person that sometimes I'm the person who kind of befriends sometimes the underdog, so to speak, or the person that maybe everybody doesn't like. They wondering like, why are you making friends with her? And they don't get it. But I'm kind of like, I don't have any problem with her. I feel her energy is fine, and I don't have any issues with her. And she's done nothing to me. So until and if that happens, I'm good.
We're good.
I don't judge anybody off of what somebody else told me. I'm not about to do that. That's not something I do. I don't. You can come to me and you can't come to me and tell me something about Dell. For one, I know her, but I'm not gonna judge her off of what you said about her because I don't know the situation. And that's not how she is with me. And that's it. So I don't worry about what you have to say.
Right.
I don't care about that. That's petty to me, and all that gossipy stuff. Women need to stop that nonsense.
That's right.
Stop that.
Stop. I mean, really stop it. Because for one, what is it for?
Exactly.
What is it for? Does it make you a better person?
Right.
No. It doesn't.
It does not.
It doesn't make you a more likable person. No. Does it make you a more trustworthy person? No. Does it do anything for your character?
No.
So why engage? There's no point.
Yeah.
So do things that's going to edify you as a person. I mean, it's going to build you up as a person. It's going to, those are the things that you want to spend your time talking about.
Right.
Something that's, going to build you up. I don't want to sit and waste my time talking about somebody else and what somebody else did and what somebody else said. That's pointless.
It's pointless. And it's very childish. It's very petty. And just talking about another I have my little pet peeve is women talking about each other behind each other's backs. I don't like that. I don't particularly care for that. It's like, if you have something you want to say it to the person that you have.
Say it to my face.
Say it to
that person's face.
Don't go behind her back and talk about
if you're not woman enough to say it to her face, what makes you think that you're just woman enough to tell the truth?
Right. Exactly.
If you can't say it to, if you have an odd against someone, go to that person, clear it up.
Right.
Clear it up.
Exactly.
And there's no reason you should have an out. Like, it's 2022.
Right.
There's
Exactly.
no reason you should have anything against anyone without clearing it up. Clear
Exactly.
it up. Be an adult about it. Clear it up.
Exactly. And move on.
And move on.
Don't clear it up, or don't go back and talk about it
And hold grudges.
And then that way you still going back talking to other people about the situation. Drop it.
Clear it up, especially if you really mean to clear it up.
Right.
Clear it up and move on from it, because it's only stagnating you.
Right.
So just forgive it. Forgive quickly.
Right. And
Clear it up and move on. Move past it. Be the kind of person that you would want to have in your life. Be that to others.
Exactly.
You be the kind of friend that you would want to have as a friend.
As a friend. Right. Definitely. Sure. Yeah. And if you find someone that you trust, I mean, I think we all have that. We all have an instinct inside of us to let us know that's somebody I can rock with. I can trust that person. Then cultivate that friendship, nourish that friendship, water that friendship. All that other stuff, just let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Because if it's not doing nothing for you, and I'm not saying every relationship you get in or your friendship is supposed to be doing something for you. You're supposed, but you're supposed to be getting something out of. That's why you're friends.
Right. Exactly.
You're supposed to be finding pleasure and being pleasurable out of it. But if you're leaving this person and you're beat down, you're hurting. What is it for? What is that friendship for?
That's not a good friend. Listen, it's hard out here, period. In relationships and marriages and all that other stuff. If I listen, I need somebody I can rock with, that I can go to and tell, like, listen, girl, this is happening on my job. My boss is getting on my nerves. Or my husband is driving me insane, and I won't have to worry about hearing my business out in the street
from somebody else.
Or
this, that, and the third from Jack, Jill, and John.
Exactly.
You
want to have a friendship like that. That's what you want.
Someone that's loyal, someone you can trust, someone you can confide in, and someone you can just be naked in front of, and that it's not going. It's not going to come back to haunt you.
Exactly.
Because I've said some things to some family members, and it was just like, why did I? I mean, I thought I could trust you because you're my sister, my sibling, and here you are.
It's out there. And that's even, and sometimes your sisters are not your blood sisters.
Exactly.
I'm serious.
That's exactly right. So you just have to be careful, because everybody that says they're for you is not for you. Everybody who says they're for you are not for you.
Right.
So
exactly.
Be careful. Action speaks louder than words.
Definitely.
And so, I've had some friendships where, that have fallen apart just for some reasons that I don't even know, or I'm not gonna say that I don't know.
Right.
It's just that.
It just fizzled away.
If there's some fizzled away, some we grew apart, and some relationships, how you can feel energy, and you just like some women are just their egos. Yeah. And then they always think it's another woman's ego. I've been in friendships where, because of the way that I'm shaped, that has been a problem for other women. In the
That's women who don't know themselves.
Yeah, they don't know themselves. They're insecure, and so they make their issues my issues. And then some friendships have used that, my, you know, the way they used it is like as if I'm, you know, take it back to this movie, Barbershop, with Nicki Minaj was in there, and it was like every girl in there, they got a big butt or whatever is a hoe, you know. Why is that?
Right.
Why is that?
Why that got to be? Why is that the thing? Well, women who criticize other women, especially when it comes to their bodies or what their face or what they look like, are insecure women. They just are. And there's no buts and ifs, ands, buts about it. They're insecure women. They wish they had what you have, and they don't. And so the only way to feel good about themselves is to talk about what you have. That's it. I mean, I don't care how you slice it. If another woman is talking about another woman's body in a negative way, it's because that they want something. There's something on that person that they're
lacking.
Envy, that they're lacking. They're envious of that person, and that's really the truth.
I've been around people where we've been, and it I don't. At times, it had made me feel insecure, and it did make me feel like I need to cover up myself. But a lot of times it was, you know, people coming up, touching my butt, you know, inappropriately. And this is my family. I'm like, why would you do that in front of all these people? You know, why would you put me on display like that?
Right.
You know, that's not love. You know, you don't do somebody like that you
To embarrass that
know,
person. Yeah.
Even if you, I don't care. There's no way you should do something. There's no reason to do that and to make someone feel like I need to cover up because, you know, you're insecure,
right?
Or because someone else is looking at me, so then you have to come and slap my butt,
right?
Why?
Because
why would you do that?
It all goes back to what I said: the insecurity, the envy and insecurity. And honestly, that's not your problem. That's their problem. You know, there's nothing you are who you are, so you can't change who you are. You can change being around them if that makes you feel uncomfortable. That's your right to do that. Those people have issues with their self. So until they get those things straightened out within themselves, they will always look that way or be that way towards you because they feel their own thing within themselves. It has nothing to do with you. But you have every right to be like, I don't want that a part of my life, so I'm not going to go around that. I'm not going to be involved in that. I'm not going to entertain that because I'm not going to feel bad about me and who I am and what I do and who just being who you are. I'm not going to feel bad about that.
Like, just keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to touch me. You know, and, you know, you don't have to touch me. But I just feel like when and these are people, like I said, who say they love me.
Right.
You're because you're family. But I've never known someone who loved me try to make me feel like I'm on display. You know, so you just be careful of people who say they love you.
Yeah.
And you just got to be careful.
You got to be careful because that even, you know, we talk about that word love, like we talked about before, is a byword, really, because you can, that, you know, genuine love expresses itself. It's in action. It's in deed. It's not just in word. And I can say that word out of my mouth and not mean that mess in my heart, period. And that's how I know you don't mean it in your heart, is how you treat me. That's how I know. How your actions towards me. Let me know that's just a lie coming out your mouth telling me you love me. No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't do that. You would know it makes me uncomfortable. You would know. I mean, it's just unnecessary.
You would respect me. Respect me the same way you would want me to respect you.
Exactly.
Treat me with the same respect that you will help me to give to you. And it's just that. You know, it's just that.
Simple as that. Yeah. As simple as that. And a lot of times people that are doing those things, again, it goes back to loving yourself. So they don't have love for themselves. When you have a person that is doing that, they're not thinking, they want to make someone else feel embarrassed to lift them up, to lift themselves up again. If you know who you are, you love yourself, you don't care. You don't care about all, you're not trying to hurt somebody else. For what?
You don't, because you don't want to. You don't. You want to show. You want to express love. You want to put love out there. You don't want to make someone hurt. Just for the sake, because you can.
Because you can. Yeah.
Who does that? Who gets pleasure out of hurting someone just because they can?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And those are the things that you have to be cautious of when you put your energy towards people. Even like she said, even like they'll say family, sometimes family, you know.
Sometimes family, a lot of times family, because a lot of times family are the ones who want to, they're the closest ones to you. So they have an easier chance to hurt you than someone out on the outside.
On the outside, yeah.
So we have to be careful of family too. You know.
We do, yeah.
But,
Definitely.
Going back to our friends and networking and getting a friends circle. When you find someone supporting other women in business, even like I was saying, because I know people are on social media. Don't look at people's social media and say, she thinks she's cute. If she's cute, give her that.
Exactly.
Like her video.
Yeah,
What's
cute.
What's
So
wrong
with
with giving another woman a compliment?
I don't think I've ever. I don't know if because I struggled with low self-esteem when I was younger, and I've dealt with all of this stuff and worked it all out in my life. But I don't think I've ever looked at a woman and been like, "Oh, she thinks she's cute." Like, she is cute.
Give it to her.
You look good. What's the
What's
problem?
wrong with that? What so many people or some people's businesses support their business, like their business, push their business. We need a network. We're the only we're the only black community, and this is my passion. We're the only black people. We're the only race of people that does not have a community of businesses.
Right.
I want to start a network of businesses, black-owned business that support
each other,
one another. Where if it's online, whatever it is, if it's online, if it's brick and mortar, whatever it is, supporting one another, building the community where we are going to your businesses, we are going to your stores, we are buying your products, we are using your products because we need that. Our money needs to turn around at least 16 times in our community before it leaves our community. We don't have that.
No,
we don't support one another. We'll go spend our money in everybody else's stores and everybody buying everybody else's products, and we won't support our own.
Right.
How do we expect to stay afloat and survive and have something to leave for our next generation and to keep our name,
keep our dollars going,
and keep our and keep. We need a bank. We need doctors. We need dentists. We need everything that we support. Just our own. I know, and everybody's money. We'll take everybody's money, but we need to be able to. We need to be supporting our own.
That's right.
Just like everybody else's have communities that they support their own. They don't go outside of their community.
Right.
Why do we?
Right.
Why do we? We have the same capabilities to build,
absolutely,
to grow, to do everything, to teach. We have all of that within us. We need to start teaching our youth. We need to start growing our food. We need to have stores. We need to have banks. We need to have car lots. We need to have this. And if we have to start small, as on the internet, I'm going to be that source that we start to doing this and building this, because it has to be done. We need outreaches. We need counselors. We need
everything,
because otherwise we go out and put our money out there for everybody, but there's nothing coming back to us.
To us, yeah. Definitely.
We have to start supporting one another. And I hate to take it back to Will slapping Chris Rock, but it's slap the sense into somebody to get us back on point, because we're a dying nation. We are a dying race because of either our black men are in jail or killing each other, and we have to start supporting us and wake up.
Yeah, we
Wake up.
Support our own. And I want to say this too, for business owners and business, creators and everything in our community. Let's be professional too. Because
be professional.
I hear a lot of times that black people want to support other black people, but the professionalism in the business is not always there.
And they take advantage of the people
Community.
that do come.
Right.
Exactly. Don't do that because you don't want to be. You don't want to have someone black come to your establishment and walk out feeling like they had the worst experience dealing with their own people.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go into a place where I go get my car checked out or fixed and feel like these people really helped me.
Right.
And they did excellent job at a reasonable rate.
Yes.
And I can feel good about going telling Nicole and
that's right,
whoever else down the street. I feel good about that. I don't want to leave and feel like I need to go down and have my car double checked.
Yes.
Because you just be good about what you do. Be professional. Have some integrity about yourself and about your business and about what you're doing, representing how you represent yourself. Because if you don't, it's your legacy. It's your name you're leaving behind. It's your reputation. It's a reflection of you.
You. Exactly.
So.
And word of mouth for businesses, I know we have social media, we have all that other stuff, but I'm telling you, word of mouth for businesses is still big.
It's powerful.
It's powerful. And if I don't like the service I've gotten from you, then I'm not going to tell the next person that they should come to you, because that's not, I'm not going to give you that recommendation.
Or if I do tell the people that I went to you and if business was poor, the food was loud, I'm going to say that. So let's be professional in what we do. Let's have some integrity about what we put out there and what our business and our profession.
And who your brand. That's your brand. That's who your brand.
It's your stamp. And you want it to be excellent.
Yes.
You want people to come to you. You don't want to. Let's change the narrative of what people say we are.
Exactly.
Because everybody is not ghetto. Everybody is not unprofessional. Everybody is not nasty. Everybody is not, out to rob you. Everybody is not, crooks.
That's right.
Everybody is not bad. Everybody is not that. So we have to change the narrative and get in perspective of who we really are, and what we really have out there, so that we can want and will patronize one another, because we need your business. We want your business. We want to support one another.
Absolutely.
We can. We can do this. We want to be able to support. We want to be able to go to you when we need some help. We want to be able to, but you have to be there in a professional light, in a professional way.
Because I know personally, for me, I want to spend my money with my own people. I don't necessarily want to go outside and spend my money with other people. If I know that there's a good product out there and it's a black-owned business, especially even if it's a woman black-owned business, I want to support that, because I run my own business. I want support, and that's how you help each other out.
This is how we are to grow. I want to go and buy cakes and bakery products from someone I know
Exactly.
did it well, and patronizing with my black business owners.
Yes.
I don't want to, and I'm not paying $700 for the cake.
Exactly.
Where I have to go over here for a birthday cake. Now I
Right.
can see a wedding cake.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
different.
that's different.
But I'm going over here paying $700 to Sue for a birthday cake.
Yeah.
I would rather give that to
Yes.
my own.
That's
Let's
right.
support each other.
Right.
Let's support each other.
Other.
Build one another up.
Right.
Like we should
Mm-hmm.
in a community, because you best believe they do it
Mm-hmm.
10 times over. The Korean community, the European communities, the Indian communities, everybody has it. The Hispanic community, every community has it, but us.
But us, yeah. That's how they
but
generate
us.
their wealth. Is they keep that dollar flowing, circulating in their community, and that's what we need to do.
They have stores, they have restaurants. We have those things. We're doing. If we have those businesses, we have a lot of that. But are we spending it? Are we marketing ourselves? Are
Right.
we have car? We have people, mechanics. We let us know, because I want to come and spend my money with. I would rather come and spend my money with somebody I know going to do it and do it consistent and
Right.
can
Do a good
every
job.
time, and not charge me
An arm and a leg,
arm and a leg, and an eye,
Right. Exactly.
just because I'm driving a Mercedes.
Right.
It does. Come on.
Right.
Let's support one another and get this thing on the road like it's supposed to. Let's start back building Black Wall Street. They showed us how to do it,
Yeah.
so we know it can be done. So let's get back on it.
That's right. And it can be done even more so nowadays. If they could they could build that community back then, millions of dollars in the community. What do you think we could do?
We could do it now. I went to a restaurant and I was embarrassed. Listen, I'm not going to say I was embarrassed. I was mad. I'm not going to say I was mad because I was treated to the restaurant. So, but after eating the food, I was just like, you can't say this is this when it's not. Don't do that. Don't get up here and say that you serving greens and it's out the can. Now,
Oh, Lord.
don't disrespect.
That's what I
don't
said.
say
Be
you serving
professional.
catfish when it's swayfish.
Right.
Don't do that, because you have some real foodies out here, some real
People
food
who know.
connoisseurs
Right.
who know what catfish looks and
Tastes
like.
like.
Then I can look at it and see that it's not catfish, and I'm a call you on it.
That's why I said be professional.
Be professional. Have some integrity about what you're serving. If you're gonna serve,
don't lie just for the dollars.
Don't do that.
It's not necessary. And I find that when people do that kind of thing, it doesn't last long. Your business doesn't last long because you're not moving with integrity.
no, and your
So-
reputation will suck. You want to serve good quality food.
Put out a good
Put
quality
out a-
product.
yes.
Do what you have to do. And, I'm a perfectionist. I am. So, and I've been doing hair for 20 years or plus, 20 plus years. And I try to make sure that I'm calculating. I thought it was longer than that because you've been doing it's been over 20 years. But I try to make sure that, that's my brand, my name, walking out of my salon with whatever style you have. So I'm going to make sure that it looks good because I don't want to put out a crappy product and then I don't get the feedback is terrible for me. And I don't think I could stay doing this as long as I've been doing it if I was giving shoddy work. My reputation would be it would be in the toilet, and so you have to have integrity with what you do. And if you can't do something, don't do it, or find somebody that can help you do it if that's the case. If you need help, if something,
collaborate with
Right,
somebody
yeah.
else. So because that's not taking any money off of your
Right.
out of your pocket. That's in fact helping
you.
someone else.
Right.
So if you can't do it, just pass it on.
Pass it on,
So
right.
where you can you're just help one another. We're here to help one another. We that is why we're here, to help one another, lift one another up.
Yes.
And then do it in love.
Mm-hmm.
In love.
Yeah.
Love is the fifth dimension. If you are trying to make it to the fifth dimension, if you're not operating in love and let love flow freely through you, you won't make it to that dimension. Because this dimension is operation out of fear. And fear is control. And anything time you want to control and be in control or be controlled by, that's fear in operation. So love cannot be controlled.
Right.
So that's the fifth dimension.
Right.
It's no control. That's why they want to keep you on the surface level where you are. They can continue to control you. So when you're operating in love, they can't control you. They don't know how to control that. So they don't know. So operating in love.
Exactly.
Everything that you do, let it be in love. Everything, your work, your food, everything you do, let it be flowing. Let love flow through it. Like God flow through it.
Right.
God is love. So let love flow through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're talking to your customers, let love flow through you
Right.
to your customers. If you're letting love flow through it, there's nothing that you can't say to your customers that they can't receive.
Right. That's right. That's it. And even if we go taking it back to the friendships and the sisterhoods, that's what you want. You want to build those relationships off of love.
Off of love.
That's what you want. You want to build that, and you can feel that. You can feel that when you become friends with someone, and if they're genuine enough to that you feel that love from them. You can feel it. You will. And if you don't, then that's not your friend. That's not the person that you need to be.
And it doesn't just happen overnight. Because you meet someone, you're like, I might like feeling the vibes,
yeah.
But after a while, you'll know whether or not it's genuine or not.
Exactly.
And you'll use your intuition.
Yes.
And of course, listen to your innermost high self.
Right.
And follow that.
Follow that.
Follow that.
Follow that. That is that. Even we talk about red flags when it comes to relationships in terms of male and female romantic things, but there's red flags when it comes to friendships too. Girlfriends, you have red flags. Listen to the red flags.
Yeah, because everybody that wants to be your friend, they sometimes are just opportunists and want to be for the moment.
For the moment,
and or for what they can get, the fishes and the loaves, and just use wisdom.
Yes,
and,
use wisdom.
Like I said, people come to your life for reason, season, and lifetime.
That's right.
And is that right? Reason,
season, and lifetime. Yeah, that's it.
So
So you just gotta rightly divide put that person in what category they belong in, and leave it at that.
And real friendships will last. The real ones will last, and they'll endure. And use discernment. And I can't express enough love over everything. Forgive quickly and love.
That's right.
Love. Let love flow through you. Love through. If it's moving, long as it's moving, it's an action word, so it moves. It moves freely.
Yeah.
You got to give it out so you can constantly receive it.
Yeah.
So
that's it. That's what I got.
That was good.
That was good. So we just want to say thank you for listening to us again, and like, comment, and subscribe, of course.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and
share.
And remember, love yourself, forgive quickly,
Yes.
love yourself, forgive yourself. You are not your problems. You are not your past. You are more than enough.
Exactly.
You are love.
You are love.
You are a light of love.
That's right.
So
All right.
focus on that.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you
for watching, and good night.
Good night.